Hi, welcome to Nepi Invest, Week 7 update to my Momentum Sentiment portfolio. And this is in regards to the final week of trading on the ASX in 2020. I think the ASX was only open something like 3.5 days, or 3 and a bit days anyway. And even though it was only open for 3 and a bit days, it was quite active for me within this portfolio. So I did make 2 acquisitions and 1 disposal. So this strategy, or this portfolio, is using a strategy I've been using since 2013. It's based off technical and fundamental signals that I've found to work quite well for my investing strategy or investing persona, investing personality. So I decided to start tracking this portfolio or this strategy with a portfolio that began in August 2020, and the ultimate goal is to double market returns, and I'm doing that at the moment, so I'm very happy. So before I get into the acquisitions and disposal, I'll just look at the overall market. So this is the XJO, which is the ASX 200, and it was a down week, all thanks to the final trading day of the year. We did see the market, or the XJO, fall 1.4% on New Year's Eve, and that means the week overall the market did fall 1.2%. So for my portfolio, what I want is to see my portfolio fall to a smaller rate than that. So we'll see how I did in the future. So 2 acquisitions this week, so both on the same day. In fact, all my acquisitions and disposals were all on the same day. So I decided to buy Dusk and Smart Group. Dusk is DSK and Smart Group is SIQ. Those are the ticker codes. Now, Dusk was a bit of a opportunistic buy. They put out a very positive report or trading update on December 29. And based off that trading update, based off the prospectus that I did go through, and I'm very intrigued by the company, I decided to put in a bid, and the bid hit. And Smart Group, I've been following it for a while or so, and they put out some positive news on December, I think it was December 23rd or 24th. And based off that, I've just been being a little bit patient, and I decided to buy in on the same day as Dusk. And one of the reasons I decided to buy in Smart Group was because Mosaic Brands, I'm a little bit nervous with that company. So because I was a little bit nervous, and in particular, some of the financials were I were really questioning some of the financials because their current liabilities were double their current assets, and that's may not be the best of news. That means they have bills that have to be paid, and they won't have money coming in to pay those bills. And I did read one of the reports where they've asked some of the accounts payable people, can they delay them paying their bills, or delay paying them for a while before they can, cover those costs. So a little bit of a concern there, and Mosaic Brands is cheap, and it is cheap for a reason. Because I was nervous about them, unsure, I did get some advice from a viewer, and he said I probably should sell out just because of that, and I took that advice to heart, and I decided to sell. So Mosaic Brands, so even though I did sell, I still made a profit, which is okay. So I bought it to 80 cents and then sold it 83 cents on the 29th of December. So overall gained $95. Look, I'm not going to complain about that, but overall that's sort of, flat, $95. That's a nice meal out or something. Dusk, so again, December 29, so that's when they released their report. I don't like to buy on the day of the release of an announcement. I like just to wait a little bit of time, but I decided just to bite the cherry on this one and buy at $1.98 because it did open in the 2s, and it drifted back during the day to $1.98 or so, and that's when I just hit the trigger and decided to buy, and then it went up again after that. So the current price is $2.02, overall gain of 2%. So I did well just after I bought it. Week low was $1.96, so I nearly bought it below, which I'm very happy with. So they had that trading update, so they did have that price-sensitive announcement. And you can see the chart on the left here. So if you don't know anything about Dusk, they're a sort of a home fragrance products, a retail group, and they IPO'd on the ASX on October 30th, if I remember correctly. You can see the share price chart is in an uptrend, even though we've only got 2 months of data. So they've had 2 actually trading updates since they IPO'd, and it's looking very positive. In fact, they've got like-for-like sale growth of 49%, which seems really high for a retail group, but if that is true, this company will be definitely undervalued at these prices. A market cap of something like 125 million, with $33 million of cash on hand, and they are profitable. Operating cash flow is probably in something like $20 million or so. So yeah, so quite cheap for these prices. Smart Group, again, I'm fairly bullish in this sector. I believe there's going to be some sort of consolidation through the next few years. There's about 10 companies in Australia that sort of do this, what is it called? Novotal, whatever it's called, leasing. And I believe because there's so many players, eventually what's going to happen is there's going to have to be some sort of consolidation. So I've already got sgfleet, and I decided to buy Smart Group because they did do a positive announcement. You can sort of see on the chart when the positive announcement was on December, something like 23rd or so, earnings guidance for financial year 20, and that's when the share price just shot up on that one day. So I bought in at $6.94. Looked like the share price was going to go higher or finish higher, but because that big down day on the market, the share price did finish at its low, or the week low, at $6.83. It was as high as at $7.09 through the week. So over again, just negative 1.5%. Now let's get some of the companies I've bought recently. energyone. So this one, when I bought it, just kept on going up. I thought there might be some consolidation. So I bought it at $5.50, and around that mark, I thought there'll be some consolidation, but it just kept going up. And finally, in the last week, we've seen the share price take a bit of a breather. Still a fair bit of volume coming into the market for energyone, which is actually really good news. Very bullish. There's probably potentially some fund managers buying in, which is always a good thing. So the price finished at $6.25. It was as low as $6.02, and as soon as it got down to around $6, there was a bit of buying coming into the market. So overall gain 14% over about 2 weeks since I've owned it, so not too shabby at all with energyone, and I'm fairly bullish with the long-term future for this company. Gentrack, so I bought this at $1.41 on December 18. As soon as I bought it, a few days later, it dropped to $1.31.05. And I was a little bit nervous. I didn't think it was going to drop like that. And the only reason it dropped like that was one seller just threw all the shares at the market all at once. So it dropped from $1.41 to $1.31 in a few minutes. Selling at market is not always a good thing. Anyway. So we did see a rebound in prices this week, so I finished at $1.44.5 or $1.44.5. So it has gone up since I bought it now, so overall gain of 2.5 cents. So what I've been waiting for this company is to see it get to a new high, which is going to be around $1.58 or $1.60. And if it goes to that point, I'll be very bullish with Gentrack. But until then, I'll be just following it very carefully. And if it falls below about $1.30, that would be a sell signal for me. sgfleet, so this is a company that I was fairly bullish on, and I bought in at $2.17. I wish I made my entry a little bit earlier with this one. Share price did fall a little bit this week, but still overall gain of 14%. So still in a good uptrend, but looks like it's just consolidating for about the last 2 weeks or so, which is not a bad thing at all. BlueScope still. So this was my first buy in this portfolio, August the 12th at $12.34, and it's just been a really good performer for me. So overall gain of 42%. They've had 2 earnings upgrades since then. The second one was the share price got to its high just on the release of that tradings update, and then the share price has just gone sideways since then. Around $18 is a good, healthy resistance level, and if it bursts through about $18, that would be extremely bullish. On the downside, if it falls below $17 on a consistent basis, that would be a good trigger for me to sell out. It looks like it is trading between a range of between about $17 and $18 for now, and I'm going to remain patient with this company because I believe there is potential this could break through $18 on good volume. South32, this is another company that I probably bought way too early on the 12th of August, same time I bought BlueScope. But because I remained patient, it was just going sideways for about 4 months or so after I bought it. but it broke through on large volume in around about the middle of November, and then it just went going up and up. It's been going slightly down over the last few weeks or so, but it's still 11% gain since I bought it, and share price is currently $2.47. Cösta Group, so I bought this on a very positive half-year report in August. So I waited a little bit of time, 2nd of September, so I waited about 3 or 4 days. So I bought in at $3.60, and it's just been going up very slowly. Got to $4.20 on the last trading day, and then the selling came in because the overall market became negative. But if it finished around $4.20, that would have been very bullish. That would have been a high, so a multi-year high, I think. So anyway, continuing to go up, so no reason to sell this yet. If it goes below $3.80, I'd be looking to sell. Red River Resources did put out an announcement, and they have commenced production at the Hillgrove Gold operation, and the market did like that the other day. I think it was on the second last trading day. So the share price did go up, so current price is 28 cents. I really want to see this break through 30 cents. Again, that would be very bullish. So still, since I bought this at 22 cents, there's been an overall gain of 27%. And again, if it falls below about 25 cents, that would be very bearish, and that would be my sell signal. Empire Energy, this is a company I have been thinking about selling for about some months now. It's not really doing anything. I bought it at 36 cents because I thought it was a good level to buy in after a very bullish announcement in the start of October, but it's really just gone sideways since then. And in fact, my overall gain is negative 1% on this. I'm not too concerned with that, but I could put the money elsewhere and hopefully put into a company that share price is going up. This one is just consolidating at the moment, or trading between a range of about, say, was it 35 cents and about 43 cents. Michael Hill, so this is a company I bought because of one positive trading update, and since I bought it, they've had another positive trading update. You can see that, so I've just pointed that out on the chart. So bought it at 52.5 cents on the 18th of November. It's now at 67 cents, so a good gain of 28% in just over 1.5 months. So very happy with that return in 1.5 months. If all companies do that for me, I'd be very happy indeed. Selling strategy for this is very simple. If it goes below 55 cents, that would be an automatic sell for me. So this is the update to week 7. So if you remember, the overall market, or the XJO, was down about, what was it, 1.2%. My portfolio was up 0.7%, so I significantly outgained the market this week. So I was positive the market was down. So whenever that happens, you have to be happy. So the big winners for me this week, so BlueScope still went up, but definitely Red River Resources was a good returner for me, or what would you say, wealth winner? I don't know. Gentrack went from negative 6.7% down to positive 2.4%. What else? Yeah, so even Dusk had good performance. So yeah, fairly good week, up 0.7%. So I'm very happy with that. So even companies that I'm thinking of owning didn't do much in regards to falling in price, which I would have liked to see. So SRG was actually up on the last day of trading. So when I looked at it, I was hoping it was going to be down, because if it goes down to about 40 cents, I'll buy. I've already said I'll put in a bid at 40 cents, but I never did, and it hit 40 cents just after I said that. So this is a company I've been very patient on, and it's been consolidating between about 40 and about 42 cents for a while now. Macca Limited, another company that's been just consolidating around $1.20 or so, a week high of $1.26, a week low of $1.17. They bought a Downers Mining West business a while ago, so it had a good uptrend for a while, and it's just cooling off now, which is very healthy. So if it falls to about $1.10, that's when I'd buy. That would be a very powerful trigger to buy, because if it goes below $1.10, that would be an automatic sell, and I think $1.10 is a very good price of support for Macca Limited. So that's all for update week 7 for my momentum sentiment portfolio. Very happy with the performance of the portfolio this week or previous week, especially since the market was down and it was up. Can't be displeased with that. So if you have any questions about this portfolio, or how I construct it. Any other questions about that, leave a comment section and I'll try to answer it. I'm getting a lot of comments, so I'm finding it harder and harder to answer every single comment. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. So just because I'm buying or selling these companies doesn't mean you have to. These are just companies that fit within my strategy. And just because I'm doing this sort of strategy doesn't mean you have to too. You should find your own light, find your own investing strategy, your style, that sort of thing. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is accredited, qualified, and can speak to your own financial needs. That's all for today's video. Have a good day. Bye.